Over the next several days, authorities will learn much more about that suspect, Naser Abdo.
Yeah, we went to the experts in terrorism and threat analysis. Nancy Wilson sat down today with Fred Burton, who is the Chief of Security and Vice President of Stratfor Global Intelligence, to get his take on today's events.
Well, Leslie and Robert, I'll tell you what, the FBI and other law enforcement entities will be investigating every aspect of Private First Class Abdo's life. Where he's been, who he's talked to, what has he been doing with weapons, and why is he near Fort Hood. Now, there will likely be a closer look at any possible ties to terrorists and whether Abdo's military service could have made it easier for him to carry out a plot.
I think that if you look at this in perspective with a lone wolf kind of threat, like Major Hassan was, the Fort Hood shooter, or like this soldier, if you can get somebody on the inside that has access, it's no different than someone that has access to any kind of office place.
Say someone who is familiar with the surroundings and can blend in among many others in uniforms.
So if you can utilize an insider to help you with your operations, there is some brilliance with that simplicity.
Now, Burton says there is no evidence that the suspect, Naser Abdo, was working with anyone else at this point. Now, in their analysis, Stratford said it's important to know that while much will be made of Abdo's public role as a Muslim conscientious objector, the alleged plot was disrupted by noticing his demeanor and activities rather than his appearance and beliefs. Now, more to come on this in the next few days as the facts unfold in this case. Nancy Wilson, KXAN News.
Alleged plot was uncovered as Fort Hood is preparing for the trial of Major Nadal Malik Hassan. When asked about the upcoming trial scheduled for next March, Fort Hood's Lieutenant General Don Campbell said yesterday that fairness and integrity are vital to the justice system and will be upheld. Jurors from Fort Sill in Oklahoma will be brought in, but Campbell thinks Fort Hood can provide a fair trial and wants that trial to take place on the post where 13 people were killed in November of 2009.
And it's just imperative that we maintain the integrity of the court-martial so that he gets as fair a shot as possible at defending himself with his teams. And that's what it really comes down to.
Hassan's trial to begin on March 5th of next year. He faces the death penalty if convicted, a decision that was made by General Campbell.